562. Not really, but like feels like that. So preface this by saying I did this shop. Yes, Bubby. I did this shop yesterday. I didn't have time to record it for you, so I threw all the cold stuff in the fridge. There is a 2 kilo a 2 kilo chicken, whole chicken that's missing from here because I did it for dinner last night. A kilo of the potatoes are gone because again, we did a roast chook, so we did roast potatoes, chicken, gravy, and frozen peas and corn. There's also the rest of that bread's gone because my kids kids. I feel like that's enough. So this is a Woolworths shop. I didn't have time to go to the fruit shop or the bakery or the butcher or all of that. So I just got a few things to get us through. This was $128.80. I don't remember all the prices off the top of my head because I just got home, but I will pop them up on the screen. So editor Emily, pop the prices up on the screen and don't forget. Let's start down here. For meat, I got 2 for $12 on these sausages. I'm probably going to steal 2 from a pack to do a bangers and mash meal. So potatoes, sausages, gravy, vegetables, again, pretty easy. We use 10 per meal now for the family of 5. So I will use the other 6 to do a sausage pasta. So probably just do a one-pot situation with the gluten-free organic penne, which is $3.70 at Woolworths. Cool, moving on. $4 for these always fresh cucumber bread and butter. We have them as pickles, but also I diced them up and used the pickle juice for burger sauce. So we grabbed that. Peach slices were on special for $2.70 for 800 grams. I use this in jelly for school lunches. I use it in cobbler. I use it in cakes and muffins and stuff for school lunches. So I grabbed that. We also got these sandwich bags. I do buy sandwich bags. I do have reusable sandwich bags. I do wash my sandwich bags and reuse them. I do not wash and reuse ones that hold meat, just personal preference. And I do throw out ones that split, obviously. So we don't go through one of these very quickly. I probably get maybe not even one a year, one of these big ones, but I did have to get that and I'll pop that up on the screen. Lamb leg roast was $9 a kilo. So I got this big boy, 1.6 kilos for $14.96. I also got that chicken I told you about, which I will pop up the price there. And this pork roast for $8 a kilo. I paid $19.65 for that because I've already have 2 other roasts this week. The plan for that is actually to do something I haven't done in a while, which is cut off the skin plus about maybe an inch of the fat and meat below. And I use that piece like a pork belly. It's a cheaper pork belly. And then the chunk of meat that's underneath, I usually dice up and do for a stir fry. I'm thinking potentially a sweet and sour pork meal because that's pretty easy to make and I'll be able to cut that nice and chunky. Bread was $2.70. There is a bakery there, but I didn't have time to go. We have a Powerade. I do have the powdered Powerade. You guys know if you've been following for a while, I do have dehydration drinks, sodium drinks, and like the Powerade powders. But it is good to have these on hand when they're on special, just to keep in the car. I have appointments every day this week and next week, and sometimes multiple appointments for multiple children each day. So I'm not really great at taking care of myself. So keeping this in the car as like an emergency one, and then I take my water bottle every day with, usually I try and remember to take a water and a hydration, make up a hydration drink. Usually I bring one or the other because I forget, but that's what I try to do. So having this on hand in the car is really helpful. I did get the potatoes here from Woolworths. They would have been cheaper at the fruit shop, but again, I didn't have time and they weren't a bad price. Up on the screen now. We also got Defiance White Baker's Flour, 5 kilos, because I'm going to be making some sandwich breads. I just got 3 more loaf tins, which you'll see in my op shop video that I've got coming up. I got 3 Pyrex glass loaf tins. I've only had 1 loaf tin, which has been a problem. So that'll be perfect for making sandwich bread for the kids and hubby. Also, those loaf tins I'm going to use to make some chicken loaf. I've made it before. I want to make it again. It's much nicer, less preservatives, and it's a good use of cheap chicken, or like the bits of the chicken that are left off the bones. Like I can get all those little pieces. It just gets minced up anyway with spices and then pressed into a loaf tin and steamed. So I'm gonna do that. Over here we have some sugarcane paper plates. I have taken some advice from some of you ladies on here, lovely ladies on here, who also have high needs children. Sometimes it's just easier to be able to grab the paper plates and not have to worry about spending an hour doing the washing up and all of that. But also we have some events on, like picnics and barbecues, so I figured I'll just get a pack, and I'm gonna get a pack maybe once a month or so, or when I remember, and just let them stack up, because if I'm sick, if the kids are sick, if we're having a high seizure day, if a million things, it's good just to have them on hand and take a little bit of pressure off my plate. For $3 something, up on the screen now, I got the First Force insect killer. It's that kind of time of the year, so we're getting the little gnats everywhere. Also got this $2 Strike Pro multi-purpose cleaner. This smells amazing, this apple and cedarwood. It is my favorite cleaner ever now because it smells so good. 2 3-litre bottles of milk for $4.50. Hi, darling. For $4.50. And then over here for $4.50 again, we got a file folder. I have a bunch of stuff coming up. I needed one, and I was in the Woolworths and gonna remember. So that is it for the week. Like I said, $1.2880. I also got $2.70 off by taking my 10%. Yes, Bubby. My 10% off at Woolworths, and I still have to go to the fruit shop probably today, and I'm going to skip the butchers this week, and we'll see where we are. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Every time I think you're gonna walk out of my door,